Okay, you guys, good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out here. Um, I really don't have any plans of doing anything today for Mother's Day, you guys. Um, I know my grandmother is going to be cooking, so I really just don't feel like cooking today, you guys. I don't even know what to cook, but I just know that I don't feel like cooking. I have no plans of doing anything for Mother's Day, other than just kind of relaxing and resting and self caring and healing. I was gonna cook a ham and do some side dressings, but I said no. Everything that I want to cook, I just don't really want it, and I really don't feel like cooking. So, um, not motivated to cook, you guys. Um, every Mother's Day, I'm always cooking for myself, and this year I just don't feel like it. So, if anything, I'm probably going to boil some meat and do some potato and just do boiled meat and potatoes. And that's really it for today. Or get a ham, like I said from the beginning, and maybe do some dressing and macaroni and cheese and call it a day. Or baked chicken and dressing or something like that. So, anyways, I wanted to get on here to kind of talk about this dream that I had, and I'm not here to freak anybody out about the hantavirus, but I felt like this was more of a premonition than it was an actual dream. It just felt like this thing had spread in the dream. It felt like it had spread it in the dream. You guys, we're gonna call it a dream. And there were people who were selected to go away, like they were selected to like go somewhere else because this thing was getting bad. And me and my family were selected to leave, like we had to leave the area, like because it was getting bad. We had to leave the area, we had to get away. um and we had to pack some bags and stuff, and I was in the dream packing luggage or packing bags or some sort, and I was talking to a woman, and she was selected to leave. Now, in the dream, I don't know where we had to go or where we were instructed to go. It was just kind of like we had to leave our homes, we had to leave the area to get away from where the spread was going to be at, or coming to, rather. Um, in the dream, my other family members were not selected to leave. I don't know. I felt like certain people were pre-selected to like leave for safety. It's kind of like we knew that we were not going to be infected by this thing, and we had to go. And there was a lady and a man in the dream who was helping me pack, and I don't know, it didn't seem like military officials that were helping me pack. It just felt like someone that I knew. It was like a familiar person that I knew. Like I knew the woman. Well, I didn't know the woman, but I knew him in the dream. And he was helping me pack, and he was telling her what needed to be packed and how many bags had to be packed. And I'm saying all that to say that I really feel like we're coming into a point where certain individuals are going to be led to leave once this virus happens. It's already here in the States. I was just on TikTok, and there was a guy that was saying that the hantavirus had just made it to Louisiana, and one person has been confirmed to be infected by it. And in the dream, it just, it felt like me and my family were selected to leave. My other family members were not. Um, it didn't give me the indication that they were infected, but it did give me the indication that me and my family were definitely pre-selected. Now, why did I know we were? I don't know. You guys, the only thing I can think about is, those movies where I'm trying to think of a movie um where it's like this end of the world, and that's another thing that it felt like. It felt like it was the end of the world in this dream. It felt like some kind of end of the world apocalyptic situation was getting ready to happen, and certain people were selected to leave to not get infected for their survival. At least this is how this was presented to me, you guys. Um, I don't know why me and my children, like I told you guys, were selected, but it gave me the indication that we had to go, and I was packing our things. But in the dream, like I said, it just felt like there was this selection that was happening. Certain people would have to leave, and certain people would have to stay. And I feel like that's what's gonna. I think that's what's getting ready to happen. That there will be a certain amount of people that will be fleeing a certain area to get to safety, and certain people are going to be left behind. And I hate to say it like that, but that's how the dream was presented to me. I say all that to say that you guys need to stock up on food, and you need to stock up on water. Oh, and another thing, in the dream, it was like we were gonna be away for a very long time, for about a year. So there was going to be no communication between us and other people who were going to be infected, or infected rather. So it felt like at least a year we had to be away. So I'm saying all that to say, I don't feel like this is more of a dream. I feel like this is more of a premonition or some sort, maybe even a vision. I did not know the woman, but I knew the man, and the man was helping me pack and everything. And me and my children were selected to leave along with other people. And there were not a lot of people who were pre-selected, but I felt like the man, me, and the woman were pre-selected. And I was literally telling her, and we were telling her what she had to pack, because there were going to be buses that were going to be coming to come and get us. And it did not precisely tell me where we were going to be going. And I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but boy, this dream sure felt real. It felt like something of that magnitude is getting ready to happen. Um, Once again, I'm not here to scare you guys. I'm not. I'm here to kind of prepare you that I believe that something like that could happen. And how would we know who would have the hantavirus and who would not? Or it's gonna be all revealed in time, who's going to be the ones infected by this virus and who's going to be the ones not. And it felt like certain individuals were not going to get it at all, and we had to be the ones to leave. So rather than everybody kind of like social distancing right now from each other, from what they're saying, certain people, we have to social distance. In this particular dream, it felt like certain people who knew that they were not going to get it, right? We were the ones who had to leave because we were not going to get infected. Um, I hope that I'm making sense, and I hope that this is not scaring you guys. I'm just telling you what I think is coming. And if I were you, I would just start stockpiling and getting things together. And I'm talking about, I was packing clothes and snacks and stuff like that, like in bags to like leave to relocate. Um, I would tell you guys to just start stocking up like that. and preparing yourself for what I believe is coming. Okay. But I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go ahead and get my Mother's Day dinner going. Um, I'm not going to do a whole lot of cooking, but I am going to just boil some meat and potatoes today and call it a day. I don't really feel like cooking anything, you guys. So I'm just going to boil some meat and potatoes. I know my grandmother's going to be cooking dinner, so I don't want to overdo it. And that's probably why I don't feel like cooking. But I'm just going to go ahead and get some meat boiled and potatoes um, and call it a day. So just wanted to get on here and share this. Um, you guys need to prepare. Definitely prepare, you guys, because I think what's going on with this virus is deeper than what they're telling us. And I think there's more going on with it that we're not being told. And I just think that you guys need to use some discernment before you go and you run and you do this or you do that or you make a decision about this and that. I just think it's way deeper than what they're telling us. You guys take care, have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.